The one thing that I cannot deny is the amount of little girls that were showing up to follow her.
Why her?
Well, but she was a white girl from the middle of America. While Caitlin is fantastic, and I think she's going to have an incredible career in the WNBA.
The gym fell silent. One pass, one motion, one moment.
The Indiana Fever have dropped a new workout video with the rookies. I think I saw Jillian Aileen in there too, practicing with Caitlin Clark, and everyone is going crazy.
I can't imagine this young lady, I don't want to use hate, but despised. Mm-hmm. And people just having, she brought some on herself a little bit because she's cocky for a good reason.
Mm-hmm. Confident.
And I love that about her.
They enjoy watching her play, her style, her energy, her shot. Whether it's because her game mirrors one of the greatest players in the NBA in Steph Curry or not, I don't know what it is.
Caitlin Clark wasn't even trying, and the entire basketball world stopped breathing. The unseen practice footage wasn't supposed to leak, but now that it has, there's no hiding it.
So Caitlin Clark working, which would be nice to see, lobbing it into Michaela Timpson. I have to say, bit of an iffy pass there by Caitlin, throwing the ball to where she was, throwing the ball to her right hand instead of her left hand, but
there's so many players who cite you as an inspiration for their games, including Caitlin Clark, who's just absolutely a phenomenon in college. What's that next step like for her?
Next steps, in this generation, right? You have, I think, just so many more challenges of how to handle yourself as an adult, right? You go through that whirlwind of being a senior in college, transitioning into the W. And then the next step is how to become just an even better leader.
Caitlin Clark isn't just ready. She's about to take over the WNBA and become the next MVP. And after what you're about to see, there's no way anyone can deny it. The clip was only a few seconds long. Grainy, unfiltered, no crowd noise, no screaming fans, just Caitlin Clark.
They will recognize, her game, but they won't recognize her impact.
Everybody now has an opportunity to pull up their chair and have a seat.
One lob pass, threaded perfectly across defenders. One effortless drill, executed like she was choreographing the entire gym. And in that moment, it became obvious. Caitlin Clark wasn't practicing like a rookie. She was practicing like an MVP already sharpening her crown.
Who's going to be the next face of the NBA? We don't get to decide that. The marketplace decides that. The people have chosen Caitlin Clark. It's an intangible thing, right? Yes, we can say she's a dog. Okay, there's been other dogs. Okay, she's a great shooter. There's been other great shooters. Mm-hmm. She has it. She's got the thing. We can't assign it.
The internet didn't just react, it exploded. Fans went wild. Analysts went silent. Even former critics had no words. Because what they saw wasn't hype. It wasn't lucky highlights stitched together by editors. It was raw, undeniable skill, a level of control that only legends have.
Breeze getting another layup. Okay, this lob pass right here. Let's just go over that again. Okay, remember, Michaela Timpson has a 6'10" wingspan. But if she had a 6'9" wingspan, would she have been able to get that? Yeah, she would have. But still, that is some reach.
No hesitation, no wasted movement. She saw plays 2 steps ahead before they even existed. Her passes weren't guesses, they were guarantees. Her footwork didn't fumble, it floated. Every dribble, every glance, every assist had purpose stamped on it.
There have always been the dominant teams. There's UConn, there is South Carolina. I think that the fact that Caitlin Clark started on a team that did not have mind-blowing talent existing and brought that team to a championship really says something about you as a player. And when you are ranking players, you are ranking them as an individual unit rather than a team.
And maybe the scariest part, this wasn't even her final form. No pressure. No lights, no roaring crowd. Just Caitlin Clark, a ball, in a gym that suddenly felt way too small for the greatness it was witnessing.
Caitlin Clark is becoming the best player in the entire WNBA, not because she's white, because she's that good. She's having Larry Bird impact. She's been the driving force of the hottest team in the entire league, despite her record turnovers. Why? Because she's that good. She's legit good. She's colorblind good. She's guilt-free good. She's apolitically good.
This wasn't a workout. It was a warning. The MVP isn't coming someday. She's already here. The league wasn't ready. Not for this. Not for a rookie who could walk into a silent practice gym and instantly shift the entire energy of the building. Caitlin Clark didn't need a buzzer. She didn't need ESPN cameras or a sold-out crowd chanting her name.
The biggest reason that she's popular is it's the Steph Curry syndrome. She looks a lot like the girl who's out shooting hoops next door, and she plays like we are all capable of playing.
With one casual pass, with one effortless possession, she exposed something no one was ready to admit. The WNBA isn't prepared for her level of control, her vision, her impact. Players around her moved differently the second she touched the ball. Teammates shifted without thinking. Defenders watched her every step like she was already realizing this rookie wasn't asking for permission to lead. She was already leading.
This young player has come into our game, and she's getting way more respect and all that stuff than we are. As she should. The young girl is a baller. The young girl has people watching because of the way she can shoot this basketball like Steph Curry. Steph Curry can't dunk. Steph Curry don't do none of that in the game. He can probably dunk by himself, but he don't really do none of that in the game. He is a shooter, and fans tune in to see Steph Curry.
In the leaked clip, Caitlin didn't just run a set. She orchestrated the entire gym like a symphony. Her teammates responded to her body language, her glances, her presence. It wasn't fear. It was recognition.
One thing Caitlin Clark does maybe better than anybody in sports right now makes it about others, makes it about team. Think about it. When's the last time you didn't see Caitlin Clark talking about a teammate? When's the last time you saw Caitlin Clark talking about herself or any of the accomplishments that she has had? Let me give you the answer to that. Never. Never. You never.
Recognition that greatness was standing right beside them in sneakers and a practice jersey, making magic without even trying. Her passes weren't just accurate, they were surgical. She hit cutters perfectly in stride. She anticipated defenders collapsing before they even realized it themselves. And every possession she touched, she elevated the entire team's intensity.
The league wasn't ready for her last year. They just weren't prepared. Yeah. She was prepared.
She's had a full offseason now to rest.
No. She's going to be great. The league just didn't know what to do.
Get the MVP tickets in, just bet them to win the championship. It's fun. And then you get to watch all her games.
It's one thing to be talented. It's another thing to be transformational. And that's what Caitlin Clark is. Transformational. This wasn't just hype cooked up by social media. This wasn't fan fiction. This was cold, hard, undeniable proof.
If I was the WNBA, I would have considered a separate television package to a network on just Caitlin Clark games. I would have had two packages, the WNBA package, and then a separate, let's say 15 to 18 game Caitlin Clark package.
Caitlin Clark is operating on a different level, a level that veterans still climbing the league hierarchy simply aren't ready for. She's not looking to fit in. She's not here to adjust slowly. She's not here to earn respect through silent suffering. She walked into the WNBA with the ball in her hands, a target on her back, and a mindset that screams, move over or get moved.
There is a lot of appropriate attention on Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, and we found out that the Fever Storm game from over the weekend drew 2.2 million viewers, which is massive. The WNBA has 18 games this season where they've had more than 1 million viewers average, and 16 of those 18 have featured Caitlin Clark. So you cannot deny the connectivity of Caitlin Clark playing basketball and people wanting to watch. If she's playing, they will come, they will watch the game.
And the most terrifying part for the rest of the league? This was just practice. No stakes, no pressure, no spotlight. If this is how she plays when no one's supposed to be watching, imagine what happens when the whole world is. What Caitlin Clark showed in that leaked video wasn't just star power.
Caitlin Clark is the GOAT!
She signed my jersey! I'm so happy, I'm crying, I'm so happy. This is the best day ever.
Caitlin Clark effect seems to be crazier than year one.
I love watching her score and just everything about her.
They went the extra mile just to watch her play here.
This is great news for women's basketball. Period.
She just brings so much passion to the game, and look at all these people that just want to come and see her.
It is no secret that the Indiana Fever are the most popular team in the WNBA. It is good for the entire WNBA.
It was inevitability. It wasn't the flashy crossover. It wasn't a wild dunk. It wasn't even the viral moment most rookies dream about. It was something far more dangerous. It was control. It was dominance without needing to dominate. It was proof that she's already operating like an MVP, and everyone else is still trying to catch up.
You know, for whatever reason, they decide to get themselves involved, whether it is actually malintent or maybe they just want to get themselves in the headline. A lot of players got the spotlight this season because of Caitlin Clark, not to mention just overall, Caitlin Clark brought millions, literally, more eyeballs to the league this season.
Pretty exciting. One of the big reasons fans flock to State Farm Arena is, of course, the Caitlin Clark effect.
The best player in America, the best shooter in America. Watch her play. She plays at a high level.
She's going to break records nonstop for the next couple years.
She's the only one capable of taking nothing and making it something. The WNBA was nothing before Caitlin Clark.
Every great era in sports begins with a moment like this. A moment where you can feel the shift, even before the trophies are lifted, before the banners are hung. It happened with Michael Jordan when he first stepped on an NBA court. It happened with Serena Williams when she first picked up a racket. And it's happening right now with Caitlin Clark. In a quiet gym, in a practice session nobody thought would matter, the future of an entire league crystallized.
Most points by a point guard in a season in WNBA history. Most double-doubles by a rookie guard in WNBA history. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Most assists by a rookie in the history of the WNBA. First WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. First triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history. First triple-double in Fever history. The first player to be named WNBA Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. First player in WNBA history with 20 or more points, 15 or more assists, and 5 or more rebounds in a game.
The reality is, Caitlin's presence alone is rewriting the rules. She's not waiting for her third season to explode. She's not asking for a soft landing into professional basketball. She's storming the door down and forcing the league to adjust to her speed, her vision, her leadership. The MVP conversation, it's not a question of if, it's a matter of when.
I think that experiencing it, I love Caitlin Clark fans, but Caitlin Clark fans is different. They like C-Square, shout out to the gang, like different. They are very passionate people and like they gonna ride or die. Like
listen, Caitlin Clark is a god to her friends. She does no wrong. Do not play. Do not play with her fans.
Let's just say C-Square, I'm happy I'm on the right end of it.
We on the right end of the stick, baby, because they
hate to be.
Listen, they love us right now. But if we go right and left, it's over for us.
Caitlin Clark fans, I love you back, I promise. Please stop.
Yeah.
Like her fan. But like, the one thing I would say about Caitlin Clark fans that I can't appreciate, they'll go anywhere she go.
Oh, they gonna travel. She gonna travel.
And
right there. Right there
I just
with
think
her.
like it's super dope though because it's like they would literally go anywhere she go, and so she's built that kind of platform. And like, damn, that's lit.
She's the cornerstone the WNBA has been begging for.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
She won Rookie of the Month 4 times, Eastern Conference Player of the Week 3 times, single season rookie record for assists, single season rookie record for 3-pointers, single game record for assists, 19, franchise record for most double-doubles, 3-pointers, career 10 or more assists in a game, franchise record for most career 10 or more assists in a game. Fastest WNBA player to reach 100 3-pointers. She did it in 34 games, most assists by a rookie in a WNBA All-Star game for which she received the most fan votes ever, 700,000 of those. Fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists to start a season regardless of years in the league. People will say, pay more attention to the other folks. Like, she couldn't do it herself. You know, LeBron has teammates, Jordan had teammates. I understand.
She hasn't just had a major impact on the WNBA. She's had a major impact on the entire city of Indianapolis. Dr. Ryan Brewer calculated that Clark has made the city of Indianapolis $36 million in her rookie season. The calculation showed that Clark contributed to 26.5% of the WNBA's economic activity this season. If pay raises are in order, Caitlin Clark needs to be the first one getting a pay raise.
She doesn't need to score 40 every night to be the most important player on the court. She controls the pace. She dictates the energy. She owns the attention without ever demanding it. That kind of gravity, you can't teach it. You can't fake it. It either lives inside you or it doesn't. And with Caitlin, it's not just alive, it's thriving.
Yeah, well, she's terrific, and it'd be easy to build something on her because she's very young. The best thing she does is pass. She's a magical passer, and she has a great feel for the game. So, I mean, what her coach did, I would have done exactly what she did. Make sure she handles the ball a lot, and she'll make everybody better. And what I was amazed with at how she's handled all the defenses, and then when she got into the WNBA, some of the negativity that was out there or jealousies, and I think she's just been remarkable. She's a really good basketball player. Yeah.
Other rookies get a few possessions to learn the ropes. Caitlin Clark rewrote the playbook the moment the ball touched her hands. And the scariest thing for the veterans watching? There's no going back, no pushing her into the background, no waiting her turn. She is the turn.
I don't know, just the way that Michaela Timpson moves, she kind of moves with a lot of confidence. She has she seems like she has like very good footwork. And this is just like a snippet of what I'm sure was a much longer workout, but
This unseen clip didn't just reveal Caitlin's skills. It exposed the gap, the massive gap, between a player who's just good and a player who's destined for greatness. MVP buzz.
Her physical body looks like she takes really good care of her body to be strong, to be able to move, to be able to do different things on the court. I think that was one of my strengths, was there really wasn't an area of the game that I couldn't be pretty effective in. And so she's got the full package that way of looking like she cares about defense. Obviously still areas to grow in all categories, but just offensively, she's a bucket. She's smooth as well. Love watching her game. She's a competitor.
It's not buzz anymore. It's a siren, loud, unstoppable, and getting closer every single game. They thought it was just a practice. They thought it was just another rookie getting reps. But Caitlin Clark turned a silent gym into a battleground and left no doubt who the future belongs to.
I've known Cheryl since she was in college. I helped do her shoe deal with Nike in 1993, took her to her first SBs. I've known Cheryl, I've coached her, have a lot of respect for her. I called her when Caitlin was still playing at Iowa and she had just broken Maravich's record. And it was all over the place, as you and I have discussed, that, there was this quote by Cheryl that said, Caitlin was, 25 years old. She was, 24 years old. She was a fifth-year senior. Right. She was taking 40 shots a game. Her records were illegitimate.
This wasn't hype. This wasn't manufactured. This was raw, unstoppable greatness in its purest form. The league can prepare all they want. Veterans can talk all they want. Doubters can hope all they want. But after what we just witnessed, the MVP conversation isn't coming. It's already here.
The association, they gave us a gym that I paid for. Not entirely, but they took money out of my check and I paid for it.
You better get the fucking full usage of that.
Man, I got hot tub, cold tub, weight room, full court basketball room. I walk in today, I'm on one side working out, Caitlin Clark on the other side.
Really?
I look at myself, there you go, two fucking legends, Patty.
Did you say what's up?
I say what's up, but I'm not the type to say what's up to interrupt your workout because I don't like people to interrupt mine. She can shoot the shit out of it.
And the WNBA assist leader this past year.
She can shoot the shit out the ball.
She's a great shooter.
And she's one of those workout people, got to think, anytime I hit the court, I got to hit that bike. I'm older now, so I got to get on that bike and stroll for a couple 5, 6, 7 minutes. So while I'm strolling through the park, I'm looking at her shoot it. And she's one of those shooters where if as a gym rat, you guys know, like, damn, bro, why you throw that pass bad? Give me the ball in my chest. I'm like, oh, she's a gangster also.
She's lighting people up.
Throw me the ball the way I want it.
What drill was it? What drill was she running?
I don't know. She was doing a 2 in a row corner wing. And if you miss, you have to go back to the next spot. And if you missed again, you have to go back to the starting spot. She had a nice drill. I'm literally still in it.
That's nice.
And she was shooting the shit out of it.
Of course she was.
Right. So she was shooting the shit out of it. And
she's the face of the league.
Agreed.
She's the face of the league. Agreed.